So I know that we've talked a little bit about the SEO solution and how we analyze the strategy that we do for our SEO clients. So Emily, as a social strategist, how would you, expand on how you guys analyze for your social media?
Yeah, sure. So there are some common things that we look at, that you guys look at as well in the SEO team, like click-through rate, bounce rate, but there are some other things that are unique to social media, like frequency, impressions, reach, relevance scores. So when you're working with a social media vendor, they should be able to lay all of those out for you, comparing month over month, and even, if you wanted to do 3 months, half a year, year over year, all those things, all those factors and tools to measure the success of your social media campaigns are really important. And some of the things that we look at specifically here are going to be cost per click, because obviously a higher cost per click means that the ad is not performing as well, or the targeting isn't quite right. So we'll go in and we'll make some changes to our third-party data to kind of make sure that we've got the best audience for whatever your objective is, whether that be traffic, whether that be conversions. So there are a lot of moving pieces to the social strategy, but we always are so happy to break it down, especially on our monthly calls. That's something that we spend time doing for our clients, is just kind of saying, this ad format has done really well, and it's beating out this other ad format in cost per click and in reach and in frequency. So frequency would be the number of times that somebody sees your ad, and so the magic number, kind of sits between 3 and 6 times, because you need some repetition to build up that clout with your audience. But yeah, there are just a number of factors, and they change for each client. But the same thing with SEO. Like if you ask your vendor to provide some KPIs to prove ROI, to just show success over the time that you've been partnering with them, and they can't, really do that, or they don't have the statistics or the reporting to show you, then maybe ask, what their strategy is to help you in the future with your advertising on social media. And if you ever have any questions about more specific, like in-depth social media targeting or reporting, we can always help you. That's something that we always enjoy.
So Emily, how do you differentiate between ads and then like normal social media posts? Do you do like a difference of, tracking that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so there's a complete different strategy for both things. So what we call the front-facing posts are what live on the feed of your social page. And that is a variety of content to kind of bring in the community, and if somebody just bought a car from you, they don't want to see car for sale, car for sale, car for sale. So kind of using the feed of your page as a way to provide resources to the community outside of just buying a car. So we like to highlight local events. If there's a fair going on, if there's a toy donation around the holidays, if there's a food drive after a natural disaster. There are just so many ways that we use the feed as a resource to build respect for your business within the community. And then advertisements are where we really hit it hard. So, your ads can focus on new cars, used cars. We can run service ads, retargeting ads using lists from your CRM. We also have some really great remarketing tools that can kind of push customers through the funnel based on the actions that they take with the previous ad that they've seen. So, if they click through this ad, then they'll get a different ad that's more targeted. If they see it and they don't click, or they don't watch a percentage of the video, or whatever the criteria may be, they get a different ad that might be more like, why buy? Kind of, building that warm and fuzzy with your potential customer. And we just kind of move them through the funnel that way. But our ads are all trackable within Google Analytics. So that's another thing. If you're working with another vendor and they can't show you where your traffic is coming from, because there are some ads that are mobile only, and there are other ads that are mobile and desktop. So, if you're running a mobile only ad, but let's say the area that you live in still has a high percentage of people using desktop, then you might be missing out on a portion of your audience. So just knowing how to kind of read the data is where the social team comes in, and we can explain it to our clients and kind of show them, this is how we've tweaked our strategy to better serve you based on the data that we've seen through Facebook and Google Analytics.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So Emily, how do you guys create on the social team? How do you create your audiences for the clients? Because I know we do similar things on the SEO team when we do the keyword research, but I find it so fascinating what you guys do. So tell me more about it.
Yeah. So we have a third-party data provider that we partner with that gives us access to different audience segments that regular Facebook advertisers won't have if they don't have a data provider. So what we do is we take it on a case-by-case basis. We look at each client and what their needs are, what their objectives are, and then we build the audience to cater to that. So let's say client A wants to push their new models, and they're a Toyota dealership in Raleigh, North Carolina. Then we'll use specific Toyota model targeting around the city of Raleigh for people who are in market or max in market. And the differences between those are the time frame. So in market would be ready to purchase within 180 days, and max in market would be ready to purchase within 90 days.
Nice.
So kind of getting just a well-rounded audience who's in the market searching for a vehicle. There are so many ways that you can get a really great audience for your client. So I just had a client the other day who said that they wanted to run a conquesting ad for people who own a specific make, but they wanted to hit them with a really great offer on the purchase or lease of a different make and model.
Ooh, that's good.
So what I was able to do was go in and include the body style targeting of the models that were included in this offer, and then exclude owners who owned a model or a make that was different than the one that they were targeting. So I got it down to people who own one specific type of vehicle, who are in the market for another body style vehicle, and they're going to get this ad that says, come get, thousands extra on your trade. And so there's also, I could just go on and on. So another thing that is great about our third-party data for building audiences is that we've found a way to use that through drip marketing. So drip marketing allows us, similarly to if you've heard of drip email, push people in a funnel and then move them down the sales funnel based on the actions that they take for the ad that they're served. So let's say you're in the market for a new vehicle.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Let's say you want a Honda Accord. And so I give you an ad for Honda dealership and you click on it. You're going to get a different ad, maybe with more specific offers or some more detailed lease information. And then your friend is also in the market for a Honda. They get the ad, but they don't click on it. They're going to get a different ad. Based maybe a more general why buy, sort of a warm and fuzzy, come see us, this is why you should visit our dealership. And then, just move customers through the funnel eventually to get them in the showroom. So we've been able to do some really specific targeting, all thanks to our third-party data, and it really is a great tool for just social media marketing for our clients, and it's proving a lot of success.
Yes, I'm gonna get on there today, and it's gonna be Honda Accord.